if you go in and you just keep your mouth shut and you play the game, or I don't know, hear me out, mute the conversation. Well, if there's one thing that we know from what everybody's telling us is that gamers are toxic. We are so toxic. Those who play games for a living or who enjoy games as a hobby, you're toxic, and something has to be done about it, guys. I'm sorry, but good news, everybody. Melanie, I'm sorry. You must be shaking in your boots.
Oh no.
As the first ever toxicity rating has been announced by, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Melanin Gamers. The toxicity rating, the world's first ever rating system to identify toxicity in online gaming. Hooray! Melanin Gamers and Help Keep Watch have launched the first rating system identifying online gaming toxicity. Please check out our rating system for yourself. Oh, well, here we are. They're obviously getting ratioed in the worst way possible. But here we are. Let's go check it out for ourselves and see what we have going on as we go to the website, toxicityrating.com, the world's first rating system monitoring racism, gender discrimination, and overall toxicity in online gaming communities. I thought we'd learn a little bit about this, and then we'd actually go in and we can provide our own thoughts on this and actually go in and rate some of these games. By the way, the website is not exactly wonderful, as every time you scroll down, you get this thing popping up over your head, gameplay. It's kind of ugly and shit. But you can go in and actually see the ratings for each one of these games. So, Melanie, how about you get to pick? Call of Duty, Fortnite, Minecraft, Apex,
let's look
Valorant.
at Minecraft, because what the heck? Minecraft?
Okay, Minecraft's rating, 62% of people online experience toxicity playing Minecraft online. 56% experience racism, 54% gender discrimination, 78% direct violent threats, 64% sexual content.
In Minecraft?
Yes, in Minecraft.
I am so confused.
Right.
Who was this poll made? Like, how did they create this poll with all this data?
I know.
This is the same thing I just talked about. The Cornerstone thing. It's probably the same kind of survey. They just took people that they agree with to make the numbers.
Mm-hmm. I also want to point out, when I first read it, I thought it said Melee games for a second. I was like, what the hell are you guys doing over there? Melanin.
And 54% got controlled substance conversations. So I'm guessing people are like talking about weed and drugs. Like 54% of people playing Minecraft get these conversations.
Because that music is just so darn relaxing that it's all the weed guys over there playing the game. That's all.
Oh my God.
So
okay.
dumb.
So let's compare this to, I don't know, Call of Duty. Let's just see what they do. So 62% got experienced toxicity playing Minecraft. Wow, only a 16% difference. So 78% of people experience toxicity. 90% of the time, once again, in a game built around violence, 90%. Like, I'm not going to tell you it's probably not accurate, because it probably is, but 90% get direct violence threats, 67% gender discrimination. Like, okay, I got a lot of questions here. Does this happen when you walk in and be like when you go into a lobby and you say, hey guys, I'm gay? Like, if you throw that out there, I'm just saying people are probably going to respond. But most of the time, if you go in and you just keep your mouth shut and you play the game, or I don't know, hear me out, mute the conversation.
Right. That's an option.
It's a pretty big option.
Or just roll with it. Because that's the thing is when it comes to smack talk, people are going to go for the low-hanging fruit, the first thing that they notice. Like, if you're a girl, yeah, we're going to get told to get back in the kitchen and stuff. Just like if you see a bald guy, you're going to make fun of that he's bald. It's like the first, it's all just banter. That's part of being a gamer. It's part of smack talk. So it's just a
multiplayer game too.
Yeah. So you just go based off of just the superficial elements, because that's, first of all, on comms, what are you going to even be able to find there? But I don't know. It's all in good fun. That's part of the fun of it. Just like with sports, like they're smack talking like crazy. It's part of what makes it entertaining.
You should.
Yeah,
They should do this
yeah.
for actual sports. Could you imagine if they did a toxicity survey for players of basketball and hockey and every other sport in the world? 100% would get toxic. You know,
that whole thing is just, it's pointless, especially if, like, this is what I'm talking about, how they say that they don't want you to escape with escapism anymore. They want to have real world politics and everything. So now you can't even play Call of Duty or something without these things happening. I know, for example, there's that branch of Homeland Security called Take This. They want to make it so that they're able to essentially listen in on your video chats when you're playing video games. And then if you have wrongthink, they can just ban you on whatever platform you're on. It's ridiculous. And I think, again, yeah, like if you're playing an online game, just mute everybody. There's always an option in the games you play to just mute everyone. That's usually what I do when I play multiplayer games. It's not because I don't want to be attacked or whatever. I don't care. It's just that people are usually, when you play those games, they have really annoying mics. You'll hear like people smacking pots and pans in the background and little kids screaming,
right?
Yeah,
cats and dogs and whatever. Just mute it. Like, you don't have to hear it. I never understood. In Minecraft, having substance abuse conversation, like, come on. They're just pulling whatever straws they can. If you actually look at Melanin Gamers 2, you'll see something in their info there that says they are a DEI consultancy group, which is, I mean, they're just another sweet
They're
baby.
not DEI, it's just DI. They changed it.
Just DI, yes.
Okay.
If you look at their Twitter here, and D and I, so they don't care about equity. They just the diversity and inclusion.
Well, because it became equality, then it changed to equity, and then like that's not even good enough, so they completely removed all of it.
Yeah, it's stupid. So, it's pointless.
Melanin Gamers is dedicated to increasing diversity and inclusion in the video game industry. It is more than a gaming community. It is a show of support, a cry for some desperately needed change, and as a safe space and online and in real life community for people of color to come together, share ideas, and feel represented. We want to be seen and heard. It is a necessity in the current climate we are living in, and we believe that by creating this platform, we will be able to strive towards changing an industry so that it reflects all those who are part of it. We are not calling for needless tokenism, but a real shift in the tide from the grassroots to the very top. Well, good for you, Melanin
like Black Girl
Gamers.
Gamers.
Yeah, bingo. It's Black Girl Gamers Part 2, just not as successful yet. I mean, literally to the point where Melanin is in their name.